I gotta change that up. It has to say thoughts with casual and friends. You know, it looks kind of. I don't know. Those graphics take forever to make anyway. But anyways, D-Rock, man, how's it going?
It's going, man. What is it? Monday? Is it
I think
Monday? I don't
so.
even know what
Like,
day
is
it
it still
is.
January? No, it's February now.
Yeah,
So
it's February already. Yeah,
yeah, I
it's
saw
good,
this
man.
meme the other day. It was like January took like a year to make. February 12th is like 2 days.
Yeah, exactly. That's how it
Just
feels.
password. Yeah. Cool, D-Rock. Kennedy, how about you, man? How you been?
Doing all right. Chiefs won the Super Bowl. So if it's anything like 2020, we're just a few weeks away. The government's shutting down again for another disease.
Yeah. You heard it here first.
That's the sign of the apocalypse. The Chiefs winning.
Jesus. How about you, Money? How you been?
Not bad. Long time no see, buddy. How you been?
Buddy? Well, I'm not your buddy, pal. So.
I'm not your pal, friend.
I'm not your friend, buddy. I'm not your buddy, guy.
Well, this freaking statue came out today, or the freaking got revealed, and it is. I feel like it's a beast that I wanted to. I usually do like videos like the next day and just do it like during lunchtime or something. But I was like, F that. Let's talk about this thing right now. This is the first picture we got of this beast, and I was already loving it. I was like, look at that cape, man. That cape is Kucherk Brothers sculpted. It's beautiful pop of red. I was like, is this the Hush Killer? Oh God.
I know when I first saw it, I was like, that left arm gotta be like straight up.
Yeah, it has
it has to.
Exactly. Yeah, that's what I was thinking. Exactly.
But then, like the next picture we got, well, I'll show you guys the video. I was like, oh, damn, that looks so good. Like looking at this right now. I kind of wish, I hope someone does a Alex Ross portrait, because like this kind of reminds me of Kingdom Come when he's like flying off from the other guys, body wise and everything. But this is the picture that freaking I feel like sealed the deal, or like is questionable. The portrait is the biggest thing right now. Look at that thing. D-Rock, you were saying backstage at certain angles it does look good, but at certain angles it's just
from this angle, you start noticing that weird like eyebrow kind of like deep sockets look, like his eyes are dark. and from the top angle, I was looking at a couple of pictures, he has kind of a frowny face. Like he has kind of jowls, like droopy jowl type thing.
Yeah.
You'll see if you look, like pull the pictures from like more of like overhead. But that it starts to look kind of like a Bob's Burgers character. Looking down from the top. You know what I'm saying? Like, you know, like that kind of art style. I just mean like that art style where it's like big eyes and deep sockets and stuff. But I think the way they did is kind of like what I was saying behind the scenes. I think the reason they did what they did was they were trying to get a specific look for that jaw and like the nose, and they want it to be strong enough to show from the front. I think that's what they're going for from an artistic standpoint. So they've made all those features strong so that when you're looking at it from the front, which is the way you're going to look at it, you're not going to put this on the floor and look down at it. You're going to lose all the definition in the cape and all the art. So they want you to look at it from the front. That's why he's not looking like straight up. But I think the head's a little small too.
I was about to say that. I thought it was
really.
I thought that was just not too much, just a little.
It's a little small, but it's like
not too much.
It's like maybe 10% small. It's just because his body's so big and wide. I think it's making his head look smaller.
Small.
But see, that's the other thing. I think they were trying to.
And the way the cape is sitting on his shoulders.
Proportions. Yeah. I think that's another reason they strengthened up his facial proportions, because they wanted his body to be big, and I think they were trying to make sure his face didn't get lost in it. So.
Really quick, I wanted to show these pictures because what we got, I think yesterday or 2 days ago, I was already sold. Like I was like, man, there's no way they messed this up. And then like we got the video, we got more pictures. I was like, dang, I wonder who's gonna pick this up. But then we got the video right here. This is cool.
Oh God, this guy.
Yeah,
guy, yeah, literally.
Guy.
Look at that. This shook me. I was like, oh man, if he's tilted like a 45-degree angle or like whatever angle,
that would have been kind of.
You would have liked that.
That would have been. That would, yeah.
You guys would have liked that? Oh wow,
Yeah.
okay.
I would have.
Yeah.
Yeah, it would have been. It would have been. Yeah, for me about the
Oh,
same.
wow.
But yeah, it would have been okay.
I wouldn't even have minded if both of his arms were up in that like classic Superman where he's
Yeah.
playing with both fists forward. That would have been cool, but it would have been
Now
hard
see
to
that looks
display
okay.
because it would have covered the portrait. So.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that's true.
That portrait looks different than the one that from the other angle.
It's just like
Like
pictures
it-
people grab. Like this is
Yeah, that looks okay straight on.
And the lighting.
yeah, the lighting too.
Because
what do you
I
guys?
personally like my Superman with a wider jaw, so that's okay for me. More like Alex Ross style.
Although, okay, I like this statue a lot, but it does kind of look like when you have a lot of wind blowing in your face and those like, you know,
Yeah,
when his
jowls.
cheeks are like.
Oh, I
flapping.
can see that now.
I think
yeah.
that's probably why they went with that like real rippled look.
Yeah.
Actually, now
Yeah, it
that
is like
I
that.
think now that I made that point, I like it more.
Oh my god, I like it more too because like yeah,
That's
yeah
what
he's
it
like
is,
ripping
yeah.
through the
Yeah.
through the air, right? So it's pushing
Yeah.
back on his face.
Yeah,
So
Except the curl doesn't move.
yeah. The
that's,
girl
that's
stay.
super
steel.
curl.
That's steel.
That's Doctor Strange, man.
Okay, Steve, I'll take that Hush Superman off your hands now.
I know, right? So I did put a poll out there. So like if you guys are interested, so this is a silly question, I feel like. So which quarter scale Superman wins? The one with the here, I'll show you. The one from the Brainiac, this guy, the XM Studios one, I feel like everyone didn't like so much, or the new Superman Hush that's coming out.
That shit, man. That I don't. Y'all really think that's gonna come out? Come on.
We talk about it all the time. I feel like
Why
it's
is
never-
Prime One? Well, the question is, why is Prime One holding it? Like, what is the hold up? They already have the sculpt. They already have it. Like, all they have to do is reduce it in size. They know they have. I mean, like, they could have released this a year ago.
Maybe that it's actually being produced, so when it does drop, it's like, guess what? We're shipping it now.
Yeah,
Nah,
maybe.
not Prime One.
But it's like,
Not
why
Prime
You don't
not?
think so?
Not Prime One.
I wonder
mean, those
if
guys-
do you think they didn't get as much feedback as they thought they were going to get on it that they wanted, and then they're kind of just now hush on it, like, man, we'll just wait, maybe bring it back out later, bring it up.
Well,
again.
maybe they caught wind. Sideshow was doing it, and then Tweeterhead with their buzz. They're
Maybe.
like, let's hold it back, let them get their stuff out, and once it's kind of calmed down, then boom, we'll drop the bomb on them.
Maybe, but you know what? What's funny about that? Go back to your graphic or whatever, where you had the percentages, the poll. 35 to 50. That's not far off for a brand new. Like, you talking about toppling the king and only 15% difference.
And that
You would think
Brainiac
it would
one
have
is
been
still
like
up.
60 to 20 or something.
And you know the
I
CMP
think the
voters
biggest problem
are-
with most of the biggest problem with Superman's for me is the portrait. So out of
Yeah.
those, I think that is the better portrait. Not compared to the Hush, but they're similar. But out of the other two, I think it's a better portrait, personally.
So we got this.
No, I
one.
felt like the new sculpt looks similar to the Brainiac one.
You think so? No way. Here, I'll show you.
I didn't say they were exact. I said they looked similar.
Similar
Like jaw
enough?
structure,
Little
similar,
jaw
yeah.
structure and face and what it's not, again, the hair curls different, but like the jawline and everything is like, and that serious face. Look at it. I've had this piece. It ain't too bad, but it didn't feel like resin. It felt more PVC than anything.
The biggest thing too with this one, it's still for sale on Sideshow. Like they still have this in stock.
3,000.
Yeah. They're gonna keep it for a while, but I'm guessing this is gonna go on sale like in the next couple of weeks.
They should be giving that away as prizes at this point.
Ooh, there you go.
What do you guys think about newer Supermans where they have the design like in the belt and not in the like shorts?
Oh,
They
like
don't
the
have
new
shorts on.
52?
Yeah, kind of like this one too. Has just like a belt color to break up the blue, but not like an actual, underoos on the outside of the pants look.
I think Eddie,
Like
you were
a
talking about that,
classic.
right?
I don't love it. I think
I don't
that it
either.
needs more separation. I think,
I agree.
or at least
completely
maybe
agree.
it's because I'm just trained that way since I'm used to the red underwear. Like when I see it,
Yeah.
it really draws.
See, this
attention
cape
to it.
it's sculpted, but it is not that bad.
Like to me,
It's-
it's like if it ain't broke, don't fix it. Why are y'all trying to change the design?
See, look,
Everybody knows the
Yeah.
design and it works. It's worked for 80 plus years. Just do
Mhm.
it. Who cares if it makes sense or not? His mom
And look-
made it. Maybe she just wasn't thinking. You know what I mean?
and XM put the S on the
cares?
cape, whereas this new Superman does not have the S on the cape.
How do you guys feel about that? The whole like there's
No.
an S on the back of
That's
Superman.
it's that's not Superman. The cast and the cape needs to be there.
I guess the question is what version are we looking at? Like, is this their own creation? Is it supposed
That's
to come
weird.
from a specific
You think
book
they
or
just
anything,
forgot?
or a specific series? Yeah, that's true.
They forgot.
Maybe they were like, do we need to put the R&D into painting this when it's the back of it and people won't see it as much? Maybe, I don't know. Because I
That's
get what
only
you're
with the
saying.
bird.
People that care about this character are going to care that it's not there, but at the same time, you're not going to see it unless you take pictures or unless you have it like as a middle display, like where you can go around the entire thing.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know.
Do you guys feel like this is a highlight piece like that, where you would want to walk around it or have people see
The
all
cape
angles
is
because of the cape?
No,
yeah, the cape's beautiful, but I don't know
There's
if I'd
no-
have it
yeah.
in the middle of anything.
The cape is very beautiful. Like either or. Like I don't know, man. I've heard people said like it's missing the S.
everyone loves the cape. I'm not. I feel like this cape fits more Spawn than Superman because
Because of
If
how
that cape
wild
was-
it is.
because if the cape is relaxed, then that's a very big cape he's got on.
Yeah, there's some artists that draw the cape like that. I'm not sure specifically which ones.
Kind of,
But
this is
it's
kind of
usually-
like how they
it's-
did Scarlet Witch with the over exaggerated cape.
It's usually
there's a-
only on flights because if he's on the ground, it's like draped on the ground. When
Yeah.
he lands because it's too.
But if he,
long,
but let's say if this is draped, then yeah, that's a very big cape that's on him. It's very long, and then he could just like wrap himself 3 times over
Yeah.
with it.
Mhm.
Eddie, man, I love that you brought the
know,
whole wind pushing his
It makes
face.
me like it more too.
Yeah, you could definitely saw it's like ripples on his face. So that's kind of like
Yeah. It makes sense.
Oh.
It makes more sense that way.
yeah.
I like that he doesn't look like he's 23. I like.
I was saying that he
40-year-old
looks
Superman
he
personally.
looks older, huh? He looks like middle aged almost.
Yeah, give me like a
Mhm.
40s Superman any day of the week.
That's what he kind of looks like. He's in his like 40s,
Yeah.
Yeah, I'll take
not
that all
quite
day.
Kingdom Come-ish yet.
Yeah.
Yeah. Just get he's almost there. He's a few more years away.
I feel like there's a
10,
little
15 years.
gray in his
Yeah.
sideburn area too.
Yeah,
Like, it
That's what
looks
I
like
saw initially. I thought he was like Alex Ross, Kingdom Come.
Yeah, yeah.
Oh, hello.
Pretty good piece. Quarter.
So look how massive this thing looks like. It like when they bring it
Yeah.
out. It's massive, man. It takes. I think they said 34 inches tall, 18 inches
Yeah.
wide, and 16 inches deep, or something like that.
Yeah, 15 deep. Yeah,
15 deep. I'm sorry. Thanks. It's
I
massive,
wonder-
man.
did they spin this around to show like how he's attached to the base?
For CMP, they did. Okay, I have no idea.
I think they did. I think they do turn it around. They turn all their statues around on the turntable.
They turn it around on this one, and we'll see in a second. But like, I don't know how it pegs in or keys in.
It looks like it's keyed into the cape.
Let me do this instead. Oh, you
Wasn't it-
think so? Wow.
It looks like his
I don't know,
hand
we'll
is
have to see
almost
it.
holding that. His right hand is holding the cape.
Yeah,
Almost.
that's what I was gonna
Why
ask
does
if
he
he
have
was
his shirt
holding it.
tucked in?
But yet people were bitching about the pure arts. Oh, Superman doesn't hold his cape. Though here's a piece that, even though he's not holding it, when you're looking at a certain view, it looks like he's holding it.
Yeah, it does look like that.
I'm just gonna give a quick shout out to Mitchell Lawrence. So we were doing this live today, and Mitchell entered the raffle at Sideshow, during this thing, and he won one of
yeah.
those hot toys. Yeah.
Nice. Congrats, Mitchell.
Yeah, got to see that live, man. Mitchell Lawrence got to win
What
one of
hot
those
toy was
prizes.
it?
Was
Do you
that the
remember?
Wanda Vision Hot Toys?
Vision. It was one of those visions.
Vision.
Oh,
Okay,
it was
yeah,
cool.
that's cool.
Very nice.
I don't know which one it was, but he still won. As soon as they said Mitchell Lawrence, congratulations, I was like,
Do you guys
I-
like the sub base or no?
oh, the little purple part. Yeah, let's.
Yeah.
I'm okay with it. I don't know what else you
Yeah.
would do.
It elevates him. Like
I
It's
actually like that
transition to
base.
there it goes.
I guess his foot keys. in.
Okay. Yeah, it looks like he's in somewhere.
And we're trying
I'm
to-
wondering
Oh,
if the
it
cape
probably
is,
keys
big
into
in-
the clouds there.
Okay. Yeah,
is the
look at that.
cape
His
part
foot.
of
The cape and part of his foot.
I feel like a lot
how
of
does
people
that
are gonna chip off that piece of the cloud if it pegs
Yeah.
in like that.
Wow.
But
You're gonna have a hard time with it.
yeah, looks like there's some
wonder-
yellowish highlights in the cape too. That's cool.
Yeah, I kind of like that.
Yellow orange.
Yeah.
How are you guys feeling about the sculpt, the anatomy, like his legs, his like? I know that he has like a huge. I think he looks kind of wide. Let's see.
Yeah, he's wide. Yeah.
Like he's kind of wide.
Well,
But-
he's like that middle-aged body. You know, it's not you're not like all trim anymore,
Yeah.
even though you're still in shape.
What to get
like
like,
it.
huh?
Nothing-
He is alien, so technically human physiology, we can't compare. He looks like a human.
Yeah.
So
Yeah, I don't
I
think
guess
that
having
move
muscles
is
on top
bad.
of muscles.
I think it looks good. I'm always for beefier sculpts. I'm more of like I like when they have that bulky look.
Looks good. It looks really good, man. I love this cape. Dang, this cape looks good. See right there, D-Rock. I like the portrait. Like at this angle right here.
Yeah, it looks good from there. I think
Look
it
right
actually
there.
looked good from above.
This, the blue looks like a more of a
looks good.
classic blue than the modern.
Yeah, it
Like
is.
this is stuff you see in the 50s and 60s books, which is a good thing.
Yeah, I'm trying to figure out what their inspirations were because the suit is pretty much like I want to say 60s going into 70s.
Mhm.
Like
Oh, there you
classic
go.
Looking.
For Kurt Swan Superman.
Oh, Kucherk
Kurt
brothers.
Swan. Okay, yeah. Let me
Wait,
look
this
at
was
that.
sculpted by the Kucherk brothers?
Yep.
Yeah.
Holy shit!
I know, right? Like, I called it though. The freak. As soon as I saw that cape, I was like, "That's Kucherk brothers right there." They go crazy with their capes.
Well, they definitely didn't do the cape from Kurt Swan. It's like the shortest cape I've ever seen.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, body beefy wise.
I should
Yeah,
have known that. It
yeah.
does look like the Asajj Ventress cape.
Oh, there's a seam line right there. You see that? That's probably like.
I don't want it.
They'll fix it during the process.
They'll fix it. They'll fix it. Yeah.
Okay.
Okay. I think Evan pointed it out. Like the cape. I mean, sorry, the logo. Yeah, it's
Shield,
not like
yeah.
it's not like on his
It's-
body. It's
It's like all the other sculpts lately. It's more pronounced.
Yeah.
pronounced. Yeah. Like LBS did the same thing with theirs.
So Kurt Swan, John Byrne. So it's kind of a mix.
Yeah, because Chris Swan did not draw him that muscular.
No, and John Byrne would go back and forth. He didn't have thick legs like that usually, but
I really hate the guy on the left. Like he grabs onto the statue and like you see it. Like you see that? It's like tilting. I was like, oh, you piece of shit. Like show some respect.
Yeah, 1+1, like, oops.
Yeah, he's already broken stuff live before, so
oh wow.
You see where like the symbol doesn't go
Yeah.
attached to his body.
Again,
Someone was calling that
prototype,
out.
They'll fix it.
Yeah.
I don't think that's is that really a big deal?
Somebody called it out. I
No,
saw
I
it.
don't think
I
it's
was
a
like,
big deal. People would bitch if it was that they either
Yeah.
painted it on or put a sticker on.
Right.
So leave it raised. I think it looks, better that way.
I don't mind. Yeah, I like the embossed look better, but I don't really get bent out of shape if
You
it
guys
doesn't,
don't
like,
mind?
completely fit proportions.
that the blue isn't textured, because we've talked
No.
about this before with like Tweeterhead, where people prefer like Prime 1 because it has a texture to it.
No, because it gives you the more comic book feel to it.
That's what I think too. I think if it's smooth
Yeah.
like that, it has a comic book feel.
I
Not
don't
everything
feel
has
any-
to be textured. It's
Yeah,
like
I don't feel any different about looking at this than I did when I was looking at my Hush that I had. And there's tons of texture.
I kind of wanted to
all Prime 1 pieces.
always have to. Yeah,
It should
the
have texture in
suit.
the suit. Yeah, like
Yeah.
little diamonds or something all over it, whatever it is. Whatever the pattern they've used.
Yeah.
Trying to make it look kind of like movies do, where they have to put a pattern in it instead of like spandex.
Yeah.
Dang, that
But
looks
for
so
art,
good, man.
I think it looks pretty good. See, that's where it looks Kingdom Come because the light's glaring off
Yeah.
his sides. He's got it looks like he's got the gray.
Yeah.
Mhm.
Okay,
I
the
don't
biggest
think
complaint I always hear is like he has with other characters, like his arm is too long, his legs are too long. I haven't heard any of that here. I feel like
no, I think the pose is a great pose. It's an iconic pose. It's Superman, I'm just, there's just little things that this piece is not for me. It's for everybody else. So I'm happy with the one I got. So, but there's just things I wish were better with it. The face, the cape. I would have preferred a darker blue. But again, that's
yeah,
me.
darker blue. Yeah.
You know, I think I like the sculpt of the face. I just don't like his. I just don't like angry Superman. That's just me.
Yeah.
I like more either stoic or kind of like um, uplifting. I don't know what the other term is like, but like where he's got more of a like. I guess this would be like determined, like he's getting ready to go after somebody or something.
Yeah, he looks a little
But-
more, pissed off and focused.
Yeah, he's got a little bit of that.
But see how he's
growl going on.
posing it right there? Kind of looks like that hand that it kind of grasps the cape. So it's like,
I like it a lot. Like the whole
Me too.
the whole cape works with this one too. I know a lot of people were saying like if he's flying up or if he's in a still motion, his cape should just like go straight down. But this gives it a whole effect. I think.
again, with the higher you go, there's hardly any gravity as you go
Nerd.
up. So if you want to get all technical about it,
What is it?
that
Oh,
hair,
cape.
that cape would be flowing in a manner.
Well, the cape at speed, the cape would flow crazily anyway. Because if you've ever towed anything in a truck and had a tarp on it and watched how the tarp would just flail all over the place, that cape goes all kinds of different directions. The wind doesn't pull anything straight. That's just not
Yeah.
how it works. When you're talking about something that's just really soft and wavy, it'll just go all over the place. It'll just whip and
Yeah, and if you
But,
think
so-
about it more of like he's flying through a cloud and he's like slowing down, the cape
Mhm.
would bellow out like that if he was like he had just made it over the clouds. He's kind of stopping in front of the sun.
Oh
It
yeah.
would bellow out like that.
One of you guys was talking about the sub base. There's the sub base right there.
See, I'm a proponent of simpler bases. I think I would rather have like better prices and simpler bases. So this is fine for me
I don't mind.
because I think like I've had both, and it's like sometimes I like storytelling bases, but it's like, is it worth the extra? Like the way XM charges and stuff, and they go crazy on their bases and stuff, and it's like I don't really. Do I really want the statue for the base, or I want the statue for the character?
Yeah.
That's kind
Yeah.
of wow.
Like, this is a piece that the Superman himself is telling his own story.
And they're letting you know like it's him because they haven't put anything else around it to draw your eye
Exactly.
away from him. Yeah, which like if it was XM, they would add in like
How one-
Transformers in the base and shit. So
Go back.
Here's
Steve.
Transformers right here.
Go
Sorry.
back to
Yeah.
his portrait, like where you can see it.
I also like that they did, for me, the right scale of S.
Go. That one
in
looks like John
proportion to his
Travolta to
chest.
me.
Mm-hmm. Well, this
John
one on
Travolta.
Sideshow.
This one.
No, sideshows. I think they got the proportion of the S correct for what I like.
Oh,
Yeah, because some artists draw his shield very big.
Yeah, I like it.
Where-
I like it pretty wide. Yeah, personally.
Kind of like Chris Reeve.
Yeah, I don't like the movie ones like when they were doing Superman Returns and stuff, and they put this little shield that like
Yeah.
it's like this big. It's like that looks stupid. So,
doesn't it look like John?
I don't know why
Travolta?
they didn't think it looked stupid. But,
I
Yeah,
could
that
see John
does.
Travolta.
Yeah.
sure.
Yeah, but you guys were talking about the base, like XM. Like I don't even know what planet he's on, or like if this is part of the freaking Transformers line.
Apocalypse.
Like,
It's on Apocalypse.
It's on supposedly, but
Yeah, and like, do you want Superman's cape to be leather?
yeah, look at that.
Like,
It's
that looks like
cool.
leather.
It's just
I mean,
like,
it's
Yeah,
cool to
we gotta-
look for the texture, but why would you
Yeah.
want leather specifically?
Because supposedly this is what the right what he was wrapped in from Krypton. So I don't think
yeah, but
they
it
had
wouldn't be
leather like that. Yeah.
yeah, not that thick either.
And leather would be kind of heavy. Well, for him, it'd be pretty easy. It would just be like, I guess, an aesthetic.
I don't feel like it would billow and move either. Well, personally,
Yeah.
that's just me.
Got the Hush one over here. And then going back to the Superman for Sideshow. I
Yeah,
do
so
like the
it's-
sub base.
Yeah.
It's like subtle and it like has a color effect that's like it doesn't take away from the clouds. It actually
Right.
adds onto the clouds. Oh, and another question for you guys. Do you guys think like if they did a solid gray or solid white on these clouds, like people would have liked it? I like that they went with different colors.
Oh, it looks good that way. Because if you do it too white, you're gonna get dust, and over the years, it's gonna end up changing color, regardless.
Yeah.
So at least here, you give the cloud some definition.
Dang, it looks so good right there, man.
They said in the when I was watching your show, I know you guys were talking, but I could hear her talking. She said something about It's translucent, where you can put lights behind it. Not in it,
The-
but behind it.
So you
The
think
base,
it
the clouds.
may
If you
light
look,
up?
yeah, if you look down near his feet, those crystals or whatever they are
Mhm.
shooting up beside his feet, they're translucent. You can see that. 'Cause you can kind of see through them.
Oh
right there.
yeah,
You can
right
see
here.
Okay, yeah.
She said you could put like a light feature behind the cloud, and it'll show through portions of the cloud. She mentioned that on the show.
Dang.
So
Okay.
you think Sideshow would possibly make it a light up? If
If they
people
want to sell
mention
more,
enough?
they might. I mean, it would be easy to light that up. That's a pretty big piece at the bottom. Easy to put lights in, but they don't have to. You can always just put a light
Yeah.
behind it. But I'd
Now
be
that
worried
he's-
about those breaking. You gotta be really careful with that statue with those really sharp spikes.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
You like drop it or something, trying to put them on the face. Oof.
They're really long too, so it's gonna
Yeah, they
be.
are.
I don't know how they're gonna package that up.
And that's gonna be one piece. It looks like.
34 inches, baby. Dang.
You know what's cool about this though? All right, so I was thinking earlier, like, are they trying to compete with third scale statues, trying to do these taller pieces? And then I thought, well, of course not, because hardly anybody's making third scales anymore. Now everybody's going to quarters. But what they're doing is they're giving you like a piece, like Superman, up that high. If you put it with your other quarter scale, like DC stuff, he'll stand out. He'll
Yeah,
look
that's
like,
true.
you know,
Yeah.
he'll have more of that power and prestige look. You know,
To give you
and,
that
and you don't have
presence
to
of
put him
like
on a
third
riser.
scale.
You won't have to
Yeah.
put him on a riser because he'll already be up above everybody.
It's definitely a good point because like the Superman Hush from Prime 1 is 38 inches. This is 34 inches. So I put this thing right next to it. It's definitely going to be like a
That means
good,
Batman will be 35 to 40 inches.
I don't know what he's going to be doing like that tall, but yeah.
You know what they should do with these now that they got the Green Lantern doing this and him doing that. Batman can't take off, but what he could be doing is dropping down with his cape
Ooh, with the
billowing
cape
up.
Oh, and the cape
Yeah.
flared out.
Billowing up,
that'd
yeah. Since they're already playing with that with this, I'm pretty sure I have like a Alex Ross picture where he's doing that exact thing. He's jumping down, the cape's kind of coming behind him.
That'd be cool. Do you think they'll do a Batman after that Dark Knight just released?
I mean, they do Batman all the time. The question is,
That's
are they going
true.
to do one
That's
that, like, is this a line they're doing, or is this just well, we got this coming, we already had it coming, or whatever.
Well,
knows
I'm
with
really
Sideshow?
happy for everybody. Yeah, Sideshow's going
They
off
never-
everywhere.
They never say they're doing a line. So
Dang, it looks so good.
I hope it's
it.
big enough.
I like that it's more simple.
I sent you a
I
picture,
hope
Steve.
it's in that same price range as like the Spider-Man,
I have a feeling that it will be like, well,
like 740. I feel like it'd be right there.
740, no more than 800. If it goes above 800, people are going to start questioning it.
I said 7.25
Yeah, say low sevens. I think
because
it'll sell really
Green
well.
Lantern was 705, and that's technically a light up. But if it didn't light up, it'd probably be under 7 for sure.
So Kennedy is sharing this one right here.
So I was thinking him falling down like this with the cape out.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Like he's coming down instead of going up while everybody else is going up.
Yeah.
They'll kind of make it look different.
They did mention the Green Lantern piece, so yeah, Green
what I'm
Lantern's
saying.
definitely coming out. Let's check out the poll out really quick because I'm interested to see what people say.
Oh,
32 votes,
Ooh.
and the
What?
Sideshow Superman new one, sculpted cape, is at 41%. It's killing the Hush. I'm gonna say killing it because like,
No, it's not. Wow, by 3%.
It says a lot, though. You know, even that it's close at all. But I mean, people have been waiting on the Prime 1/4 Hush redo or whatever the hell you want to call it.
And plus, everyone's been touting
Re-release.
the third scale one as like the definitive Superman piece that you must
Yeah.
have this piece. And it's like
Yeah.
this
I'm
one's
happy.
cool, man.
I'm happy with
You
the
know what?
Tweeterhead 6 2.0 version.
I think that is my favorite. If that was quarter scale, I think that would.
Yeah, I think if it was
Beat
quarter scale,
these.
people would jump on that one.
I love
See-
the cape on this, and so the cape really edges it out. The new Tweeterhead one,
Mhm.
the cape isn't anything crazy. It's still a good sculpted cape, but Yeah, I love the portrait on that. I love the physique. I love
You know
the
what?
fortress base. So
You know what's funny? You guys, you didn't get that in quarter scale, so this clip is perfect.
You get nothing. You lose. Good day, sir.
Son of a bitch.
You know, that's
Damn it.
they didn't do it in both scales too. Right around the time when they were doing things in 2 scales, and they couldn't do that one in 2 scales.
Yeah, that's true. I want to tip my hat off to this Sideshow piece. So I found this freaking clip. I love this clip.
As you said, the moment came to him. The moment came to him, and he was above the moment itself.
That was
That's right.
that was Matt.
Derek Jeter's nephew.
You see Matt in that clip on the right over there? Damn. Hate to see it.
Freaking badass piece. The nitpicks on this one, I don't think it's enough to justify that this is a horrible piece. Like
No,
I feel
it's
like
not a horrible. No, this one will sell fast.
Yeah,
No,
but
it's
when
good.
people's nitpicks become the talk of the day or talk of the statue, I feel like it shadows it, from the positives. And I feel like the
No.
positives outweigh the negative on this one, like by
No,
far.
it's still a beautiful pose. I love the base. Pose is perfect. Yeah, there's minor things that I just don't like about it, but other than that, I say the edition size is not going to be as crazy as the previous one.
Oh,
I think somewhere between 600 and 700 will be the edition size.
I don't
but-
see Sideshow up in the price over 800 on this one. This one's going
No.
to be really popular. It is already popular. I feel like the Green Lantern was popular because Daniel Bell pushed that thing for like a good week or 2 weeks, and they kept the price like at 730, I think. This one, I don't see this going.
Yeah, this
going
one's I
over-
say 7.25.
Yeah,
I'm
735 for me.
We'll 740. Just like I said,
740.
I always thought just 740 sounds right.
How much is the
And-
Green Lantern that they just did?
705.
I think it'll be the same as that.
705. Wow. Okay.
Yeah.
I think it should be the same as that, but I don't think they'll do it. I think they'll try.
Yeah, because it's Superman, they're going to squeeze a
they're
little
gonna
bit more
charge
out of
a
it.
premium on Superman. Huh?
Carrot Brothers.
You see how this guy
Jared
keeps
Brothers
bouncing
can sell
around?
backwards.
Freaking hate this guy. I hate him so much. It keeps like tilting over and over.
When it comes to the Kucherov brothers, there's not a really bad, there's no piece you can say that's like, oh my God, it's bad. Because whatever they've done in the past since the days of Bowen until now.
Well, the one I think the most controversial one that they did is the Mary Poppins, Darth Sidious.
Oh.
I
Stevie and
didn't
Kucherov?
mind it, but that one was very controversial when it dropped. I don't think.
Mm.
See, if this new piece was 1/3, I think I would get it to replace.
Oh, we have a tie.
Nope.
We don't.
They heard you, Anthony. They were like, nah.
You're like, fuck Kennedy.
Not my
You
words.
prefer the Hush,
That's gonna rile up a
Is
bunch
that-
of. That's
is
gonna
that
rile
why,
up a bunch of Hush fans.
Anthony?
Well,
You prefer the Hush? Is that what you're saying?
no. Well, again, if Steve put the Tweeterhead one on it, then, Tweeterhead one gets my vote. But
It
since
won't-
people
won't be
treat
fair, though.
the Tweeterhead one is 1/6, that's like talking about Satan. So, it's like,
Yeah.
ooh, we can't talk about 1/6. It's bad.
Maybe
Okay.
it'll go.
Don't get,
Could
I
you
love, don't
imagine
get me-
the statue company shifting to 1/6? Because before, third scale, and no one wanted to talk about quarter scale for a while, and then so what if one day 1/6 becomes the hype?
I think 1/6 and 1/4 are like the two best scales.
I like 1/6 for a team. Like if you're putting together a Justice League, I like 1/6.
Yeah.
You could get a ton of.
I mean, that's why I like Iron Studios too, because Iron Studios 1/10. So if you want to do a team or a whole lineup, it's like, okay, I could put a whole bunch of them on risers and stuff and have it well displayed too. Because that's the only way you're gonna get like other characters to be done. So I'm still hoping for Alpha Flight.
I do gotta say one thing really quick. Sideshow did this presentation today, reveal deals, blah blah blah. The whole time we were like, "What's next? What's next? It's gonna be that Wolverine, that Weapon X. It's gonna be that
I
Mystique."
hope so.
But
No.
now that they did this with the Superman only, they're gonna freaking like ride that 12 days of Sideshow the whole till like June. I think it's genius, man.
They're gonna.
I think it's genius.
Let's see. They have not revealed an Iron Man, so there's an Iron Man PF has got to be in the works.
Oh yeah.
So, and we know we already seen Wonder Woman, Green Lantern, and now Superman. Batman is just right around the corner.
How tall? They also showed the Dazzler during
Yeah,
the
the
same
Dazzler
show. Was it
right.
also really tall? It seemed like it was really tall too.
It's as
Like
tall,
a 30-inch
yeah.
piece.
Oh.
So there's definitely a theme with them.
Damn
going on
commercials.
with these taller pieces now.
They're trying to give it that illusion
I
of
mean,
one
that's
Yeah.
got
third.
to be 30 inches.
I definitely gotta say what D-Rock said. Like, it's gonna have like some presence next to a third scale now, so you're gonna get that effect.
But like, if you look at the design of this piece, this is like a one-off. It doesn't match anything else.
It doesn't match
Yeah.
anything.
It wouldn't match like an X-Men like team quarter
Like
scale.
no
It should be
Sentinel, no Crazy
No.
Bait, no X. What's that? Danger Room. Yeah, there's nothing.
No.
None of that. I would say the most recent X-Men piece before this one was the Nightcrawler. No, maybe the Sideshow Nightcrawler.
I'm still fearful on those pieces breaking.
You mean Sideshow specifically, Steve? The most recent?
Yeah,
X-Men piece?
Sideshow. Yeah,
Yeah, I think it was the Nightcrawler.
Yeah, Nightcrawler.
but yeah, that this came out pretty nice. I love the video they did on it. The color on the suit looks pretty badass. It gives you that effect too of like. Do you think we should talk about leaning anymore with these pieces? Like, or is there any more concern with that? Do you guys think, or is that just piece by piece?
I would be worried about that piece laning. Yeah. But it looks
I
like
don't know.
Shiki's into the globe. Maybe that helps.
Yeah, on her shin.
Mhm.
We'll see. But
I mean, somebody was posting in the groups and has been posting for a few months, every now and again, about like a Scarlet Witch that leans. That's a sign.
yeah, it's always that one or the Wolverine on the Sentinel. It's always one of those two.
Yeah, and I'm looking at my Captain America, and he's leaning way forward, but he hasn't moved. He hasn't shifted at all. It just depends on the key and how thick of. Like his legs are really, pretty thick. I wonder if Scarlet Witch's legs are really thin. Maybe that makes a difference.
Going back to this piece just one more time.
I'm excited for this. I don't know if I'm the only one here that collects figures still, but
That Beetlejuice.
yeah, that looks cool.
It's about time they have something new.
Yeah,
Looks really good though.
it does. I'm hoping that the hair looks like that when it releases.
But is
and
this
doesn't
for
look
the
like-
first one or this is like for the sequel?
Ooh.
I can't tell because he kind of looks like that in the first one too. So
Exactly. Yeah.
I don't remember
can't
that
tell.
suit being on the first one. He didn't. He had like
he
yeah.
wore
the.
a suit.
He did.
Yeah, he had a pinstripe suit. Yeah.
No. I'm talking about the shirt. I'm sorry, the shirt. The shirt wasn't it pinstripe too?
I don't.
Oh.
No,
I don't think so. No.
that's cool.
Wait, the head really does spin?
I wonder if that would be
I'm
annoying
like-
though if it's been like that. But it's
It'll
cool,
break.
man.
But you guys don't like Sideshow 6 scale, right? Because like you guys say the joints are always messed up on it and stuff.
I've never owned one. I know that the consensus in the community of 1/6 says that Sideshow's joints suck, but I don't know. Pudgy always seemed really happy with his Clint Eastwood figures, so I'd be fine. I think it'd be fine. Plus, you can change the bodies out easy, especially on this one. Like, it doesn't look like it would be that hard to change the body if it ever messed up.
Sweet. Yeah, I don't think we talk about 6 scale stuff enough, but there's channels for that, right?
Yeah, that is all over.
Yeah.
That means they're gonna be doing the red suit version.
That'd be cool too.
I'm
wonder if
scared
you-
to get into figures because it's a rabbit hole. You can get.
Yeah,
There's
there's
just
a
too
lot.
much. There's just too much stuff they make.
Yeah.
Probably because we're like the alternate portrait with the shrunken head.
That would be funny.
It's a real good likeness.
Yeah.
So this is probably gonna be what, $200, Eddie?
Sideshow tends to overprice there.
So
It'd
250,
probably be
275.
250, 275, yeah.
Yeah.
Wow.
Well, J&D is doing the same thing for like
Wow.
$1,800. So
Well, again,
That is
it's
true.
It's Michael Keaton, so you're paying for the
Right.
the
that's
name
true,
and
too.
everything.
looks cool. But
Have you?
go ahead.
I was just gonna say, have you guys considered getting the Spider-Man Sideshow?
No.
They actually talk about
I'm
it
not
here
getting
too. Let's see.
I'm going back. I'm kind of going back and forth on. I'm looking at it right now. I'm kind of going back and forth on.
don't
I
know,
really
me-
like the Spider-Man.
It was up
But I
there. You
just
just
don't-
got to
You
it
just
today.
passed it.
Yeah,
It was like
up
all the way
there.
towards the end.
Yeah.
No, that's like tour. They go over the statues they talked about. It's a little bit past the Dowser, I think. Yeah, here it is.
Oh,
I guess you guys didn't watch the
dude,
show.
I really
Yeah.
I really
Why does it
like
look
that
like he looks-
Spider-Man.
I don't know.
I like the Spider-Man. I don't love the base, but I like.
Yeah,
the
I like the
Spider-Man.
Spider-Man. But were those
I
heads
love-
always turned curved? I don't know. I always felt like it was a little more straight up.
I love the Spider-Man. The Sinister
Me too.
Six, like it's cool, but I don't think it's perfect. But it's cool.
But like
They should've
someone
just put, like,
told me
20.
last week, he was like, "You're gonna spend all that money just to display just Spider-Man." And
Yeah.
I'm just like,
Yeah.
that is true. Because that'd be
So
kind of
what-
it can be messed up. Because, yeah, because my whole idea was like, yeah, I would just won't display, the Sinister Six. That's all. But then it's like, you're spending all that money, and I'm like, yeah, you got a point there. It's like,
But what's it
shit.
called? D-Rock, what's holding you back on this one?
Because I may just get the LBS 1/3.
Damn.
So if I got this,
Wow.
if I got
It's gonna be a good
if I
one,
got
too.
this one, I wouldn't get that one. Because what I kind of do is, I mean, like I have a bunch of quarter scales over here, but what I kind of do is get my third scales and like highlight characters.
Mhm.
So like Hulk, I'll buy third scales in or whatever, or Batman. But that's like the only Batman third scale I have, unless it's a specific artist I want a highlight piece for. So I like to get third scales more as highlight pieces. So if I got a Spider-Man, it's like, well, this is the definitive Spider-Man highlight piece I want. Then I, would get the 1/3 LBS when it comes out. If it, still looks really good and stuff. But
I think with the whole Batman
I
and
love the
Superman reveal.
Spider-Man.
Yeah.
Like I love the proportions. I think they got everything right about the
Yeah,
Spider-Man
he's supposed to be
as far
that
as
thin. He's
design.
not over muscular.
It's perfect. It's perfect.
Oh, how about the eyes? Are you guys?
Yeah, that's the only thing. That's
I kind of like both types of his eyes, so I don't mind.
yeah, swap out heads.
McFarlane, so it's fine for me. Because even after McFarlane, that other artist who did him for so many years back in the 90s,
Larson took over after McFarlane.
yeah, but
After
the one that took
Larson,
over
I
after
forget.
that, he was in the mid 300s, high 300s. He was doing a lot of Spider-Man stuff and Venom. I can't remember, but he kind of had this same design
Yeah.
style. Everybody kind of kept the McFarlane look a little bit. They kept little pieces here and there. So, I just think his proportions and his design and his suit
Yeah.
and his colors are pretty much spot on for me.
Oh yeah. This is probably like the best quarter scale Spider-Man right now. I think.
Yeah.
Everyone keeps comparing or saying like Comic Cat Spider-Man's Sideshow is the best, but I think this one actually beats it.
I actually really like the Daniel Bell one that he just did.
Oh yeah,
The
the one
more
with
I
like
look
the
at it,
force perspective.
The more I like
yeah.
it. Yeah.
I like
one's
that one a lot, too.
Yeah. I don't mind the force perspective stuff, honestly.
That one doesn't bug me that much. I think it bugs me more on like the Miles or the Gwen that they did, but that one is a little more forgivable.
I just don't like the Mysterio helmet on this one. That's like a. I don't understand why.
Yeah, when they were
do-
spinning it, you see that it's not a
It's
a
sculpted.
dome. Yeah, it's just
Yeah,
a
I would rather
sculpted.
them
It's
have
like,
put a thin piece of plastic over it. Just do a clear. Or
I
do a
think
clear
if they
resin.
put any type of plastic or glass, it's gonna like cloud out. So people are they're probably gonna be worried about that.
Could they not have done like
got
a
moisture inside.
frosted resin?
Oh, that's true too. That'd be cool. Actually, that'd probably be a
Still-
better idea.
I mean, because I just don't think in person the reflection that they've put in there literally looks like a reflection off of glass.
Yeah. So the idea is like these white marks right here. They're supposed to look like
Yeah.
reflection, whatever, but they're just painted on. So
But yeah, they're like, I mean, like if you zoom it, you can actually see the deep, like they're actually sculpted.
No.
They're sculpted. There's like a 3D effect to them, which is what makes them look even less like realistic. Like you can see the back one. look right above Spidey's like eye right there. You can see it sticking off of the. That's another reflection back there.
Mm.
So see, they're sculpted too, and maybe glued on or something. But it's like, it doesn't work the same way as if there was glass there and it was like, you know, a reflection in the glass. It's just not the same.
Do you
So,
think?
I don't know.
You
like
know
the
that
colors.
new, you know the new Batgirl that they just did, that Bell sculpted.
Mhm.
What if they
The one that
did
everybody
Spidey with Sandman in the base, and then in Sandman you could see all the
That'd be so
six.
cool. That's
Kind of like the
interesting.
way that Bell is with Clayface. Maybe that would have worked better, because I just like, to me, the whole like wave thing is like, I don't get it though. Like, what is
Well, see,
what makes the wave? You know?
Yeah, they keep saying it's his Spidey sense, but I'm just gonna throw that out in the trash. I
Yeah.
just don't believe that. I don't believe for a second that when they were designing it, this is the way they think his Spidey sense works. I'm just gonna say Mysterio is creating this illusion, and then it
That
makes a
makes
whole lot
more sense.
It makes
Yeah.
way
A lot
more
more
sense if you think of it that way. And that's a dumb thing to say about the Spidey sense. I feel like maybe they thought it would be more marketing, like better seller. I don't know why they would care to say one over the other, but I mean, you have Mysterio in the center of the six, and he's got his hand out like he's casting something. I mean, he's not a magician, but still, it's like he's doing something. He's the one who has the most,
Yeah.
you know, parts out, and he's in the middle. So I don't know. To me, it just feels like that's what it should be. Plus, the colors are his colors, purple and green.
Yeah, it goes with the whole color thing too, right? Yeah, they kept showing this for like 30 minutes. The price like freaking like took me away on this one. It was like everyone projected this to be like 800, 900 bucks or even 1,000 because of the Sinister 6 on it. But I think this is like 640. No. Wasn't it 730? I think
It's 740.
Something like that,
I'm
yeah.
looking at it.
740.
Yeah, 740.
Yeah.
And they're doing everything TBD now. So I don't know what this will end up being, but
That
It's gonna be
TBD
more
is
than 1,000, right?
scary.
Yeah, that's the only thing that.
The Green Lantern is set at 550. The Ghost Rider set
Wow.
at 750. So like I don't think
Yeah, it
they
took
would
about a
go-
month or so for those editions to be released.
I don't think
Yeah.
there's any way in hell they're going to sell 750 of those Ghost Riders, but I could be wrong. I feel like that's going to be there 2 years from now.
Along with the Superman on Brainiac.
At that price, it's just crazy. Like, damn.
I always like playing this clip when people say that.
Losing his mind. And I'm reaping all the benefits.
That's what I'll be.
Yeah. Well, it's the other thing too is like they're making 750. It's a sideshow piece. People who buy the Ghost Rider, if they want to get out of it, what's the discount going to be? Because it ain't going to go up. It ain't going to be 1,500 in the aftermarket.
No way.
So you going to be able to get it for $9? You know,
I,
850?
I
Somebody's trying
I'd
to
like-
offload it.
I like keeping an eye on marketplace for like how statues sell. Do you guys find that new sideshow pieces sell better than older pieces, or do you guys see the opposite? I don't know if you
In the
guys keep an eye on
aftermarket, they sell
the
better.
aftermarket. Yeah, that's
The way older sideshow pieces sell better.
I don't know that anything sells in the aftermarket anymore.
Yeah.
And like the pieces from
think
the early
comparatively.
2010s.
Yeah. Comparatively, no, because the other pieces, what, were $300? That you're
$300,
talking about,
that's
the
true,
early
yeah.
sideshow pieces. So if they're selling for $500 or $450 or whatever, they're still over by like 20% or 30%. And then you're looking at these now that are $600, $700, $800 or $1,100 for Ghost Rider. I don't usually see sideshow pieces going over $1,000. Do you guys on the
No.
aftermarket?
No.
So yeah.
only one
I
that's
see
ever touched
people
that was
love
like
them.
Green Arrow has touched that. I think that's
Well,
about
Like
it.
I got a guy.
How often do you see a Green Arrow though?
Daniel Bell,
Hardly ever.
Joker. But I don't
Daniel
know,
Bell
like, in my shit, I'd
Joker.
be like, well, what are you willing to pay for it? Or, I mean, I don't know.
You cut off D-Rock. What'd you say? Like you said you saw somebody.
Oh, I
what?
was saying, somebody keeps asking me about my Daniel Bell Joker, which is a pretty low. It was a, how many? I don't remember how many they made, but it sold out
Yeah.
pretty quick. But I don't know. Like, do I ask more than what I paid? I don't know. It's Sideshow, so it's like I don't really know. So I just send them a message and be like, "Hey, what are you willing to pay for it?" I don't know.
I feel it'd be safe to like ask for what you paid for. To be honest,
Yeah.
like, it's already sold out, so you can't get it at that price.
Ask for $200 more, and then you give yourself some
Meet me in the middle. Yeah.
You still make out like a winner.
I just send them a message and say, "What do you want? You know, what were you thinking?" Because some people will say that stuff and then they'll be like, "Oh, can you take 500?" Like, are you fucking crazy? No, I'm not taking that.
I don't know. I kind of like the way when Sideshow just showed this on an angle.
You do. I when I saw that, what's up?
Oh, okay, that's cool. I liked it on the table in the middle. Looks like a pretty good coffee table piece. I might have to get it for that.
Mhm.
It does look good right there. I'm gonna try to like Photoshop Green Lantern right next to it to see, like, they're basically the same height. So I wonder why people take the height on this one. I feel like more people are taking the height on this one more easily than they did with the Green Lantern one.
Because of the way Daniel Bell designed the Green Lantern, he's got it so like elongated and stretched. His body is so stretched out. I'm telling you, like if you put their bodies next to each other, I feel like the Green Lantern body has to be longer. Which would make no sense.
He's wiry.
Yeah, he's like 7 feet tall. The way he's stretched.
Yeah, which he wouldn't fit into his fighter plane.
No.
I'm gonna try to Photoshop that really quick right now so we can see it together.
I like this piece. I might think about it. I just don't know where I would put it.
Would this be your definitive Superman then in your collection?
No, LBS will be my definitive.
Did you order it or?
Yeah, I ordered it way back when it
Nice.
first dropped. I'm getting the dark blue suit.
Okay.
Whatever premiere edition stuff. It's just I'm gonna use all the Alex Ross stuff, so it doesn't matter. I got that in the Batman Commons, so I'll put those together. They'll kind of be my definitive Alex Ross versions. But this would I was just thinking this might make a good end table, and you put a lampshade over his hand, put the light up in there.
Bolly.
All right, so do you think Sideshow will do what Tweeterhead and other companies do? Paint the suit black and the logo silver?
Oh, do like a
I'm
variant?
tired of the recovery suit personally.
Yeah, I would rather have a real recovery suit. For the
What
comic,
pisses me off is that all these companies do a recovery suit. They don't even know what the fuck a recovery suit is.
Exactly,
Like,
yeah.
they think it's like just his suit black. He never had that suit for. See how tall Green Lantern is compared to Superman? That makes no sense. I'm telling you, like he's way taller than he should be.
So this is like not like, of course, like to scale, just a heads up. But like this is like the best picture I could find of him going vertically.
And they hit up Sideshow, like, hey, next time you display Superman, can you display it next to the Green Lantern?
Yeah, 34 inches.
When the twin powers activate.
Are they both Are they both 34 inches?
Yep, 34
okay.
inches
Well,
height.
It's gotta be pretty close. So.
They do look pretty cool together. Man.
I think they're holding hands. No, to go back, they were holding hands when you had them like that. See?
Justice League. Of course, I gotta change the background a little bit.
Horrible. Look at that. They're holding hands. Oh, super best friends forever.
Okay, let's go too far. My bad.
Only if Disney buys them.
I know, right?
You might see this one day.
Now put hearts for Valentine's. Come on.
Yeah.
Oh, I could do that. One second.
Oh, there you go.
Look at this. Damn.
You should make this your
We got
thumbnail.
Rashid laughing.
Damn,
All right,
what's up,
all right,
Rashid?
all right, Steve. Stop listening to my crazy ideas. Cut it out.
A bunch of men debating on fictional characters flying in statue form. Such heroic nonsense. Hate.
That's your president speaking.
Yeah. I'll try
You
to
know
clean
what?
this up.
I think for that comment, Steve, he should get nothing. You know what I mean?
You get nothing. You lose. Good day, sir.
Rashid. I did see a. I don't know if you guys got to see. What show was it on? Someone asked. Oh yeah, it was on COC, Constructive Outrage. They were like, "So Rashid, what's your favorite show?" And you know what he said? You know what Rashid said? He said, "Casual Nerd Problems." Like what?
What?
I got to go back and record it, but just in case.
Oh, you got to put it in.
How much money did you contribute to his campaign again?
Let me see. I forget the numbers, but yeah. I feel like Rashid's saying this right now.
Why the fuck you lying?
You hook it up with a camera and a microphone, so booster.
Ooh, tied up.
Still time, man.
That's
pretty
interesting. It's pretty
All
good.
right. Time to use my alternate accounts. Let's swing the vote now.
I think that what's funny is those statues are so different. Like, just in the pose, like one's like super dynamic and one's kind of his cape's dynamic, but his pose is. I mean, I'm looking at Steve's right now. His pose is very. It's almost. Yeah, it's like. What is it? Can't think of the word, but yeah, like super stoic and not a lot of movement other than the cape.
I think it's just the way that he's elevated, and Superman is just like looks like he's hovering, gives it that whole effect. While this new Superman is just like busting through the sky, and it's just I like that effect a little bit. Honestly, I like that effect more than him just hovering. But it's hard to say which one's better.
Yeah. Well, I mean, I had that one. I got it in a like a special deal. I bought like 3 statues, so I got a deal on it. But I think after a while, I was like, I don't really like the pose. That was the main thing. I like Jim Lee's art, but I just wanted something more. And I think I just like Alex Ross Superman more personally, because I'm more like Fleischer, 40s, 50s Superman anyway.
So going back to that poll thing, where do you guys? I don't think I've asked you guys. Where do you guys fall on this question right here? I guess we'll go down. D-Rock, if you want to go first.
I mean, if you're going quarter scale, the new one for sure.
The new Sideshow.
It's just way more dynamic. The sculpt is more classic on the portrait, and I like the big boy body. I don't think it's too overly like sculpted as far as his definition and stuff. It's pretty good, and then the cape's amazing. So, and then he's taking off. He's taking off, and the effect that they did with the smoke is probably one of the better smoke effects I've seen, especially for Sideshow. So,
we'll see, man. Kennedy, how about you?
I went with Prime 1. I'm holding out hope. One day it'll be released.
Maybe they'll release it after this, man. Watch Prime 1 do something like that. What about you, Mendez?
I think the new one. I think Prime 1 is a good second for people that like that art. I've never really preferred that portrait on that one. So I would go with the new one. And I like the more dynamic cape. So
yeah.
All right, close the poll now.
If I had a vote,
yeah,
44 votes, man. That's a lot of votes. But I would honestly, this is like when people ask you what's your favorite statue, right? It always changes from whenever the time of day, the time of season, whatever. But right now, my heart is going for that new Sideshow Superman, just because what everything D-Rock said with a freaking sculpted cape.
Steve's going back to quarter scale.
Yeah, I know, right?
He's out of the 1/3.
You know how much space I would save?
Could I have
this
the
would be
Aquaman?
7 statues right now if it was going back to quarter scale. But I really like this new Superman.
Yeah, I can never do third because I finally Midtown Comics in Manhattan is actually displaying 1/3 statues now.
Oh, cool!
And my God, I'm just like, there's no. To me, it's too much. It's a little too much. Like they had that Joker with
Dude.
the Robin tied up.
Oh yeah.
Oh yeah, that's huge. Just tall as
That
crap.
shit is insane. I was like,
Yeah,
my jaw
I saw
dropped. I was
that.
like, holy fuck.
Yeah. 1/3's not the boxes. I sold the Swamp
Never
Thing.
imagine.
That Swamp Thing. I'm so happy it's gone.
Wow.
Just the boxes, man. The boxes. Oh, I gotta hate
He
those
said
boxes.
Dude, I
boxes.
have quarter scale boxes, and I hate those. So
Oh yeah, you will not.
You think
yeah.
this will be the first because of the cape 2 boxes, or you think they're gonna squeeze it into one?
I think they'll squeeze into one. The base is so small that I feel like I could put all this into one box. But
Might
that's
be a
another good
big
question
one.
too, because Green Lantern's tall as crap too, right? If they do those boxes that I think they're gonna do, bigger boxes, shipping is gonna go up. Shipping
course.
Why is he holding on to the statue?
That's what I keep saying, man. Like, it's making
Like,
them-
why is he like?
You know,
Just
with
leave
me.
it alone, bro.
Yeah,
I got a cool print that would go with this statue pretty good. I just put it in the private chat. It doesn't match
Ooh.
exactly, but it's pretty close. It's classic suit.
We'll take XM Studios out since no one talks about this.
yeah.
I
That
really
face is
don't care for that.
Oh, that's pretty cool.
That is nice.
Put it in the back of the Superman.
Yeah, I think it would look pretty good.
All right, man. So freaking kudos to Sideshow. Freaking kudos to It's okay. So really quick question. They said 30th anniversary for Sideshow this year. I think their plan is going to be 30 statues for this year.
Wow.
They're already like at 15. I think 16 now. So
Wow.
Just as long as that Weapon X isn't number 30. Like, be number, what are they at? 16? So Weapon X should be
15 or
17.
16.
Like, I need to see that piece already.
I got a Weapon X on the way.
Do you have did you get the tube
Yeah.
one?
Yep.
You got the
Oh,
tube one?
man.
It's already shipped. It's already shipped too
That
before
is
Chinese New Year,
sick.
so in about a month.
I would love to own that. That's
Yeah, I think I'm gonna do
Why
it.
the fuck you lying?
That's a
think I'm gonna
beautiful
do
piece, man.
I might unbox it on John's channel, so we'll see.
Oh man.
He said he doesn't mind.
wow.
if I do
You
it,
messed up,
because-
Steve. You see what you did?
No, either channel. I like as long as he unboxes it. I
Nah,
want to see
Steve, come
it.
on over, man. Everybody,
Yeah,
come
like,
on over.
If I'm available, I'll stop by. That thing's gonna be. I saw the unboxing already, like the way they assemble and everything. It's gonna be a procedure. So,
Is
like,
it?
yeah,
Yeah, I think
there's
you
a
have to
ton of
screw-
tubes, and you have to do it
Just screw
upside
him
down
into
too.
it, Yeah.
Oh wow.
But congrats, D-Rock. I know a
That's
lot
like
of people.
that's like a grail of all grails for me. I think
Yeah.
like if I could trade anything to have that, or I think I would.
Yeah. I've
You
always
can't
wanted
live
a
with
Weapon
one
X.
kidney.
Wow, that's true. That's true. It's just when I'm not staring at it, I'd be taking a leak. So every 30 minutes.
Man, I forgot to
think
play
I
this clip. I'm gonna play this clip just because I think Superman's a badass character, and this is an awesome scene.
How powerful I really am.
You feel that power? I felt that cape too, that Kucherik Brothers cape.
He could do the dark side, but he couldn't do it for Doomsday.
Hey man, different day, different day.
I like
Wow.
the what was that one where he fought that team? And they thought they were like the baddest shit on the planet. They had
Oh,
all
that's a
different
crazy
powers.
movie.
And then at the
All-Star-
end,
not
he
all-
takes them to the moon. He takes them to the moon. He just like shows them what, like, if he just let loose, what it's all about. He just like it was awesome.
Yeah, very rarely does Superman go off like that, but when it does,
No.
you're just like in awe. Like,
Yeah, you're
he-
like, come
he-
on, keep going.
damn.
He made sure they met on the moon. I was like, oh, he's on the moon. He can do whatever now.
Mhm.
There's no holding back now.
He could
I
destroy
like how
the moon.
he says like, oh, that guy's in orbit right now, so don't worry about that guy. I was like, dang, that was awesome. That's a movie. It was like an animated movie. I like that one.
They said that in Titans too.
He's in orbit.
Yeah, there's a scene where they're talking to who's the kid, Superboy, and they said the same thing. He's in orbit right now.
Is that Superboy a clone? or is it just a young?
Yeah,
Superman?
he's a clone of
Okay.
Lex and him.
Oh, like a mixture?
Yeah,
Yeah.
it's Lex
Oh,
and,
fuck
and
that.
Superman.
Ugh.
And he like fights between both minds.
Oh, is that why he's bald? Because he's Lex. too?
Yeah, so like the
I got it.
beginning of the show, he's
Oh my
leans
God,
more
really?
towards Superman, and then the end of the show, he like that's his Lex Luthor side taking over.
Before we get out of here, we small nitpicks on it, but what do you guys think they could have done better on this thing? Like, do you guys? I know you guys mentioned like the texture. You guys
The Superman
didn't
on the
answer.
back, I guess, the symbol.
That-
that
the
people
logo?
want.
The S on the chest, and maybe for me it's the face. It was tweaked more.
Maybe a
Look at
swap
that
out
neck.
portrait,
You don't have to swap outs work. You know, I love swap outs, so
like with the heat vision, or even just a different look, like maybe
yeah.
different style.
They
Jim
never
Lee
get the
had-
heat vision right though. Like whenever they do
No,
heat
they
vision,
don't.
Yeah, that's
Yeah.
true.
I like the idea, but they never get it right.
I like the one on the. I like the heat vision on the one where he's fighting Batman. You remember that diorama one?
Oh
didn't
yeah,
mind the
yeah,
heat
yeah.
vision
That
on
one's
there.
pretty cool. Yeah. Freaking tilting this thing. God damn it. Other than that, yeah, like I kind of wish it had texture on the suit, but it's not really a big miss on that part.
You want texture? Go to XM and Prime 1. All right.
True, true.
You can always sand it if you want. Just, you know.
Ooh, it's still tied. We'll get out of here when one wins.
One. I mean, he technically won. Hush won for a minute.
Was winning for a minute, yeah.
Pretty
but-
much, yeah. It's not just the consensus likes both. They're not a fan of the XM, and they sure as Brainiac, you know.
Wow.
I think
Brainiac one
that's
again. It's not that bad.
I don't.
The
Like
exclusive sold out. They just have a ton of the regulars.
What's the exclusive?
the
The exclusive was the Brainiac in his hand.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, he has it on his right hand.
But still,
like a
I mean,
ro-
I think it's because of the I don't know. The cape wasn't that bad either, but people have this thing about fabric capes,
I don't mind fabric.
and plus, you know, I guess because it's the new 52 suit.
capes. Yeah.
That was another thing. New 52 suit didn't fit that portrait. Maybe if it was more of a Jim Lee look.
Well, I'm just gonna end it so we could all go peacefully. Oh, I'll end it right now. Look at that. End point.
Ah!
Oh, it's tied up
You
again.
keep opening your mouth.
Oh no, it's tied again. Oh. It
Dang.
was winning
Keep
for a good
opening your mouth,
second.
Steve.
49 votes, man.
Hold on a second. Let me go in here. I haven't voted.
No,
Okay.
damn, everybody.
Hold on a second. Let me find this
D-Rock's
stream.
vote's gonna settle. Let's
D-Rock,
go
don't
with
make
that.
me use my 57th alter ego account.
Alter, you're gonna sign in again.
There's
see, where's
Mr.
this?
Kennedy, then there's Mr. So
Oh, Sachi
this
just went
all
up. 50 votes, man.
that was D-Rock and his 5
Yeah.
accounts.
End it. I'm just kidding.
All right.
See, look at that. See,
Yeah, it went up.
Going
It went up
more.
again. There we go. Yeah, it's over. It's settled.
Bitch.
Done deal.
Hey, that was insane. Well, I'm sure we're gonna find out more this week. It's gonna be if they release something else, I'd be really surprised. But the Superman's definitely a lot of hype right now. I had a great time seeing it while reviewing it for a little bit. But let's get out of here. D-Rock, you got anything coming up? You got that Weapon X? Is that gonna be this week, next month, or?
No, it's probably a month away because it just shipped
Okay,
last week. So I got that, and I got another. I got a custom Hulk coming. It's like a cyborg Hulk thing.
Oh, I saw that
But
one. That one looks good.
but I didn't get the cyborg version. I got the regular version. But
Yeah,
I got that
that's good.
coming.
That's a
And
badass piece.
that's it as far as stuff coming. But yeah, man, it's a nice statue. Thanks for having me on.
Oh yeah, thanks for joining. Mr. Kennedy, Man of Steel. You wanted to have the. It was your idea to have the show tonight. No, I'm just kidding. I'm just kidding.
No, I hit you up as soon as it came out. I was like, listen, I'm confirming to be on Tuesday because I do have stuff to say about the Superman.
Yeah.
And all of a sudden I see this show. I'm like, you know what? Book me for tonight as well.
Nah. like I said, like we're gonna talk about it tomorrow. So
We'll be talking
I'm
about it
sure-
this whole week.
Yeah, I'm sure Rashid's gonna go. Mother.
He's
Nah,
gonna be
we'll
like, I
see.
ordered it already.
I know, right? I needed it. My collection was incomplete without it. So
Listen,
great
man, I'm
having-
tired. So I got
Yeah.
this full retirement.
had to get it. Cool. How about you, Money? You got any final thoughts on this thing?
No, I appreciate you letting me jump on though. I've been actually like kind of itching to talk about statues again for a while. So
Why the fuck you lying?
What a scumbag.
for the longest time, I thought I'll put my Thor right here just so I could have a statue in the background because it's just sitting in the
Representation.
closet right now. So
Yeah, that'd be a good idea. Just to have it out and everything.
Hold on. I
Cool,
may have to talk to the higher ups over at Constructive Outrage. Maybe we can let Mendez on.
wow,
Oh, I don't know if he's gonna
don't
survive
need-
Wednesdays. I don't know.
what's constructive outrage? Is that a channel I need to look at?
Yeah, that's on Wednesdays. That's Crippler, Rashid,
Oh, I miss Crippler. I miss Rashid too.
Shane the Dark Lord, and Critical Mass.
Critical mass. Yeah.
Oh,
And for the last
man.
and for the last 2 months, it's been me and Your Vision.
It's a lot of naked ladies at the end of the show. So if you like a lot of naked
Wow.
ladies,
That's
yeah,
nice.
you'll. Yeah.
Don't listen to them.
You got the Sideshow girl over there. Oh,
Oh, you guys should do it. Oh, never mind. Let's get out of here. All right, you guys have a good night. Thank you guys for watching, and see you guys tomorrow. Peace.